Hey, everyone. Hi, and welcome to The Real Where Things Get Real. We talk about, well, whatever we feel. This is your girl, Shy, here on today, coming at you live. Hey, guys, I know you miss me. I miss you too. I'm going to be back on a regular. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of stuff in terms of direction, rebranding. I definitely want to do a lot more marketing and sales content, and kind of also keep to the theme of Chronicles of a Network Marketer and kind of give you guys my story and my journey along the way. I know that's what you're here for. You like the entertainment of my crazy stories and what I do. Thinking of a theme song, maybe an actual logo image picture of me. It's really funny because, like you guys know, I like to make people laugh. So I'm really working on a lot of stuff. And I wanted to take a quick sabbatical, but I was advised against it that I may lose my viewership, or listenership, whichever ship, but I'll lose my ship if I were to take a sabbatical, because then, well, people will find something else to listen to, obviously. And then it would be like starting over from scratch. So I'm still going to do weekly episodes or whatever. In terms of the Power Pack series, um, I am going to restart doing my guest interviews. Um, there a few people have been emailing me, but I haven't really emailed back, to be honest, because I just didn't know what to say, because I just wasn't sure what I was trying to do. I mean, I'm keeping the Power Pack series, so don't panic. Don't panic on me. Definitely, I love learning from all of these amazing industry gurus and having the honor of interviewing them. But I was just trying to restructure the theme. And I don't want it to be boring as to where I'm only bringing, a certain set or kind of, or dealing with one industry per se. I like the diversity that I have brought to you guys so far, and you guys have seemed to appreciate having all of these people from different backgrounds. But I also realize that I've brought in a lot of authors. The reason being, I love reading, and well, we kind of strike a deal. With that, I love books. So and reading their content is amazing. It's been an amazing journey and experience to get to this stage in my podcast and everything else that I've done for 2019, really from last year to this year. It's been an amazing journey and transition into so many different career changes and all of that stuff for me. So I don't know what's happening with you. Send me a DM and let me know what's going on with you, what's new, what's popping, what changes you've had, what have your experiences been? Are you rebranding? Are you not rebranding? Let me know something. Let me hear from you guys. Let me know what's up. Um, and if there's anything you guys want to talk about in particular, although this is technically about my journey in network marketing, um, send me a DM and let me know what's up, and I'll fit it into an upcoming episode. I really love hearing from you guys and the feedback and all these things. You guys have been amazing, and really an amazing part of this journey. With that said, so today, this is probably going to be the shortest podcast episode that I've ever done, um, from the inception of this whole thing. This amazing thing that is opening so many doors for me. But okay, so here's the thing. So today I want to talk about minimalism in business and marketing. Okay, so hear me out. So recently, one of my pastors, and if you follow my lives, then you probably hear me say it's a lot of two pastors, yada 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 yada. And then if you don't, you're probably like, oh, okay, I didn't even know. But the point is, one of my pastors had a message on the miracle of minimalism. So it kind of strikes an idea, minimalism. A lot of people don't understand the concept of minimalism, and the people who do are sometimes maybe a little too extreme with it. Now, when you think of minimalism, especially if you're in business and marketing and you know anything about entrepreneurship, the first person that comes to your mind is who? If you can't guess this name correct, then I'm very sorry, you're in the wrong industry. If you said Warren Buffett, you are correct. He is known as the minimalist, of the year, of the century, really. He beats Bill Gates, who is also conservative, Zuckerberg, who's also conservative. And then we know there's one billionaire who's not conservative, and he's not interested in charities or being conservative. Wah, wah, wah. I won't say his name because I love him too much. But it's true. So when you think about minimalism, you think of Warren Buffett, and you look at him, and I know different people have different theories. Why have the money if you can't spend it? Why do this? Why do that? Everybody's different. It's really up to you. But why I've decided to talk about and look at minimalism in terms of business and marketing today is because I've found, and this is, hey, something in my journey, that a lot of times the marketers think spending more or buying the most expensive tools out there or buying into all of these things out there is the best way to go, and it means that you're the best in the industry or you have the best. That's not necessarily true. Hey, wake up, that's real. For example, I'm going to use this example. I might get stoned for it. It is what it is. um let's talk about one of my favorite guys in the whole wide world. I do believe in everything that he does, and I do believe to do what he does and use his system, you have to have a certain amount of money put aside to run ads, at least $300 a month for it to be able to work for you. And you have to study his books and all of that stuff. And I know people will say you keep buying into things. I don't think so. I think his program is well set up. I think he supports entrepreneurs and marketers. And if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, it's none other than Russell Brunson. I know I mention him from time to time. No, I'm not a ClickFunnels advocate, spokesperson, or affiliate. No, I am an affiliate marketer, but not for them. Actually, technically, the company I'm an affiliate for might just be their direct competition. I'm not sure, but I don't really think so. However, the point is, when we look at minimalism, for example, a lot of talk runs about, I've seen so many videos and so much on the internet about ClickFunnels, whether to use it, whether Russell's system works and all the stuff, and everybody's so upset because of the pricing of it. And people like, well, there's, I really want to mention too many other companies, but you know, there's, it rhymes with build a wall. If you don't know what it is, too bad. And there's so many other funnel, I wouldn't say companies, but software or something, programs, let's use programs out there. And I get it. Some of them have different prices. Here's the real thing. If you compare ClickFunnels to most of the funnel building platforms and softwares out there, there is not one that can compare to what Russell has done, is doing, and is continuing to do. Because guys, real talk, he continues to invest. I've used ClickFunnels. I'm not currently running any funnels right now, but well, with him at least. When it comes to funnels and what funnels are designed to do, and with the advocates he has, like Steve Larson, you guys know how I feel about Steve, and all these people out there, yeah, basically, there's no one that can defeat him. So you can't totally run minimalism or try to go for the low-end product where it comes to funnel software. If you want the best technically, you can go for something that works for you, and you can find a WordPress type style. But when it comes to actual funnels and how it's set up and what Actionetics and all these things are able to do, even if you have all of your own installs, I've compared the two, I've tried them, and I can tell you definitely you can't use minimalism where it comes to that. He just has everything down to a science. However, when it comes to web page building, we're trying to build more funnel websites like I have, like I mean, you can build squeeze pages and these things, but the way I set up my my websites, they're like funnels, but they're websites, kind of things, like a good crossbreed between the two. And I have like 3 or so of them right now. And they're like web pages linked together, but it's beautiful. It works. And definitely I do not use ClickFunnels for that because it would be too expensive for me to run it. Because I think the basic plan only offers 3, and I don't think ClickFunnels does that effectively. I prefer to use WordPress in terms of my blogging and creating all of these things. So when it comes to that, it really doesn't work. So what am I saying? It really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're really trying to run funnels, then you go for the best. And if you're trying to build web pages, then you go for the best. What am I saying? In marketing, a lot of time we get stuck in the hype. The hype of names, brand names, all the competition and all the so-called gurus and all of these things out there. And you tend to want to spend more. And to you, you feel better when you spend more because you figure, well, if I'm spending money, then I'm going to make money. Now, I'm not saying, you know, that this theory that is out there, that whoever is able to spend the most to acquire a customer wins. I believe that. Um, However, it doesn't always work. Why doesn't it always work? Because the reality is influence has a big part to play with it. The know, like, and trust factor. If people don't know you, if they don't like you, if they don't trust you, 9 out of 10 they're not going to buy from you, and that happens over time. You don't believe me? When Bezos started Amazon, remember he was selling ebooks at a loss because nobody knew the name Amazon, nobody cared about Amazon, and everybody thought he was crazy. Where is he today? Um, Now you say the name Amazon, everybody knows Amazon. Some people buy everything on Amazon, like yours truly. And I do mean everything. It's ridiculous at this point. Because it's just so convenient. But the no like and trust factor is there. You know what I mean? You have Walmart. You see a corner store. You're like, well, I can buy it at Walmart. It just might be the same thing at the same price. But just because you trust Walmart, and you know you can go in there and start a rant and a rage to get your money back, you're gonna buy from them because you know them, you like and trust them. Unless if you like the guy who has a small corner store, obviously you buy from that guy because he's your friend and you want to support small businesses like I do. I literally prefer to go to the small cinema in my neighborhood because I believe in supporting small businesses. That's what I believe. Why? Because I am a small business owner. That's right. So, with that said, let's kind of touch on minimalism. So, in marketing, less is best. There are so many guys, amazing, intelligent guys out there in India and Asia and God knows where, that are making all of these amazing apps and all of these things that you can get from like JB Zoo and all. Yes, I am a JB Zoo affiliate. I can say it a lot. And you can get these things for, well, next to nothing. I mean, a little investment depending on the software, but there's so many different marketing apps and softwares and so many different ways that you can be creative and really stay within your budget instead of going for all of the hype. Here's what I've found. In marketing and business, minimalism, or not buying something that you do not need, or going for the hype and the expensive webinars and all of these things, is actually better for you because it gives you more money to do what you need to do as a network marketer, which is market. You know what I mean? Now, some people go for all the expensive ads and all of these things. Guys, the reality is you can do these things with a very tiny budget, or maybe not even run them at all, and take it from someone who has done it themselves. I'm telling you, in business, where it comes to certain things, like I say, certain things you pay quality for. Most things you have to operate with minimalism. You have to literally ask yourself the question, is it going to make me money? How much am I investing? What's the cost? And there are risks with investments. I know this. I'm not being a hypocrite. Sometimes you think you have it worked out to a science and it just doesn't work out the way that you want it to. But minimalism in marketing and business is key. Do I need these things? Do I need this? How is it going to affect my business? How is it going to grow my business? How is it going to grow me as a marketer? How is it going to help me acquire a customer? You know, don't just get into the hype because you see it and it's a good price and you like it and you want to do this and you want to. And I have a lot of marketing toys, a lot, and some of them I probably didn't need, but the price was good, and I justified to myself why I needed it. I say go for bundles. Look at what you get. What are the add-ons? You know, minimalism. Because some of the big, I could have gone for some of the big name type things. Like I said, the platform that I use for my website, people be surprised because they're all WordPress sites, but I got like a actual software that just does everything for me, and I really didn't spend that very much to acquire it. So minimalism in business and marketing is key. You literally have to ask yourself, do I need this? Do I want this? Is this important? If not, you are going to get sucked into the hype every time. You're going to get, and then you get burned out and you get frustrated because you're trying all of these things. You know, Now, I know, especially in network marketing, people say we'll just follow straight duplication and just do that way. I don't believe in my heart of hearts that there is one top earner or top leader in any network marketing company that has just stuck to duplication marketing at all. Why do I say this? I know this. Look, they are the ones posting the shout outs and the ads and that stuff. They get creative with it. They're the ones that will tell you, no, don't worry about going after real estate agents, and they will do it themselves. So I'm telling you, I'll just use one company example, but I'm telling you, to survive this cold game, which is a game of consistency, patience, and perseverance, because the reality is most network marketers do not make it really, really big until after the first year or second year. It's sad but true. But to actually make it, it's really literally practicing minimalism. However, because the less losses that you get would be, the more no's you're able to take. You didn't see that coming, right? See, we deal with rejection every day. You message someone and they tell you, well, no, I'm messaging people right now. While I'm doing this because, well, I use a lot of bots. I told you guys I love automation. So my bots message every day. They work 8 hours a day sending people messages on social media and recruiting and prospecting for me. The only time I have to get involved is if someone answers or they're inquiring something, and then I have to take it over from then and send a message, send them my opportunity link and all that stuff. You guys know how it works. You guys are part of the game. But, well, unless if you're a network marketer, if you're a business person, then I guess it's kind of similar to an inquirer. I'm not sure. But the reality remains that minimalism is key. Minimalism is key because you deal with the rejection. You have to hear 1,001 no's or maybes or call me later or check me again. Then you're like, hey, didn't I DM you some time ago? And they're like, well, okay, I'm still not ready. Or like, okay, you're ready now? Are you ready now? Are you ready now? And you don't want to do that too much because that is spamming. Oh, I hate spammers, so I don't spam people. By definition of the word spam, sending people multiple unwanted emails, messages, and all these things. It's annoying. Nobody likes that. So we deal with rejection as network marketers, affiliate marketers, any kind of marketer really, every day. And to be able to, there's only so much negative that a human can take. So to cope with all of that, you kind of want to curb the pitfalls of not operating in minimalism and just spending beyond your means or spending too much in an effort to gain more. How do I know this? Life lessons. This is from experience and talking to other entrepreneurs and marketers and their experiences. So I'm trying to save you a painful experience of, spending too much on things that you don't need, that you don't want, on too much on ad costs. And what I love is spending on ad costs. I actually laughing with another network marketer. Spending on ad costs and you get a lot of likes. So you get a lot of the no and the like factor. You get a lot of likes but not a lot of conversions in terms of what you really want, money and sales. So you get leads, you get prospects, you get likes, but you don't get recruits. And if you don't get recruits, you don't get money. So it really doesn't make sense because you're spending money, but you're not making any. You're just making friends on social media. Boom. With that said, we have reached my favorite part of the show. Power play. Okay. So today's power play, I'm going to make this quick. I'm not going to drag out this podcast. Like I said, I'm going to make it really, really short, although it's longer than I thought it would be. But today's power play is minimalism. It's same thing, we're just tying it in. So I have learned that minimalism, getting rid of stuff that you don't need. Don't be a hoarder like me. My wardrobe is horrible. I have to kind of clear up here immediately. Don't be a hoarder. I don't like letting things go. I always say, well, I need this. I'll use this another time. Maybe I'll do this another day. Maybe I'll try this another time. No, I keep this. This is sentimental value. And you just end up with a whole bunch of junk. So literally, You want to get rid of the things that you don't need and give it to someone who may need it. If it's not going to fit you again, if it's too small, like I have stuff that were like 20 sizes ago and they're brand new, I need to get rid of it. It's probably never going to fit me again. I'm stupid. And if it's too big or whatever, it's the same thing. And not buying things that you don't need, guys. And I have learned minimalism recently, from so many different, well, aspects in my life and reasons. For so many different reasons, I've learned to not spend too much, to budget properly. And because I'm in finance at the end of the day, this is like perfect for me right now to really learn the discipline of minimalism. Use little. Do I really need this? Do I really want? I'm a shopaholic. I love shopping online. I say it all the time. I don't even hide it. I love Amazon. I love your Bezos. So, well, Bezos. Somebody correct me. Bezos. I don't really care. I say it the way I like to say. But at the end of the day, I love shopping. I'm a shopaholic. My mom's a shopaholic. My dad probably is too. Not too sure about that. I think he is. Yeah. Okay. So I'm a shopaholic. I say it. However, minimalism is key. How can you get a cheaper price? Use coupons. Actually, a friend gave me that idea some time ago. Get the local newspapers and shop using coupons, and they kind of cancel themselves out. Use coupons, budget, guys, save. And like I said, don't get caught up rather in all of the hype out there. Just practice minimalism. You don't know what it means, Google it. But it is really not spending too much, not spending beyond your means, or even if you have a lot of means, because some of us are comfortable. You just don't buy some things you don't need. You don't spend the money that you don't need to spend, because a lot of times, like I say, we do this not just in marketing, not just in business, but in every area of our life. Well, and I'm not saying you don't work hard, you don't play hard, you don't treat yourself, you don't do, if you work hard, why not treat yourself? What's the point of working hard? But just this everyday spending for no reason. Let's work on that. Starting this beautiful first day of the new month of June, 7 months left in the year for us to do it up in 2019. We said this is the year of the entrepreneur, and we're going to stick to that. We're going to do it. We're going to get it. And by December 2019, I know all of you guys are going to have great reports from me, and I'm going to have amazing news for you. I already have some lined up. Just can't tell you yet. You got to stay tuned, especially when I rebrand this podcast. All right, guys, with that said, I hope to see you again soon. Bye. See you next time.